Hi, I'm Randall Heyman, a university academic. Welcome to my Corona Help playlists, where I make quick turnaround videos to help educators and students during the coronavirus outbreak. If you'd like me to make a video for you, then write a comment below any of my videos, or if you like, just drop me an email. So Tarini, who's I think from India, he's asked me to explain quotient groups. I did a first cut video before, which you can access, which just goes through sort of an introduction to it to get the concept of quotient groups without going through the videos that I'm now going to go through. If you look on the right, you can see we need to understand subgroups, cosets, normal subgroups, which are often also called invariant subgroups. And then finally, we can understand quotient groups properly. So subgroups, what's a subgroup? If you're not sure what a group is, then have a look at my video, Mathematical Groups Made Easy. So let's say that H is a subgroup of a group G if it is non-empty. If it is a non-empty subset of G and is itself a group. So that's the first thing. How do we test whether something is a subgroup? Well, there's a thing called the subgroup test. H a non-empty subset of a group G is a subgroup of G if A plus B minus 1 is an element of H for all A, B that are subsets of H. So I'll give you an example in a minute, but here G, we've actually got G with addition, whatever we call addition, whatever we want to call it, is the action. So a group has to have an action. H has the same action because every element of H is an element of G. And in this case here, B to the -1 is just what we generally think of as negative B. So i.e. B plus B -1 equals 0. Or you might want to just put negative B there actually, if you wanted to, or if you want to think about it like this. I mean, the problem is negative. The negative's not actually it's not really an operation. Really what you're doing is going, or you could look at it this way, I suppose, O plus negative B. That's probably the best way to look at it. So for you take in any element A and B, any elements A and B in H, because firstly, for each B, there must be a negative B, which is here. And then when you add A to this negative B, it must remain in H. So anyway, that's just if you need to test if something's a subgroup. Let's do an example. This is an example that I'll probably work through the whole of the 3 or 4 videos. So Z is the group, the integers. In fact, why don't I do it this way? We'll be a bit more precise, which does help people when we start going on this. So I followed the nice convention of putting not only the set, but also the operation that makes up the group. So that's the group. And so, what are some subgroups? Subgroups. Well, there's 2Z the even numbers, 3Z, 4Z, etc. So these are all subgroups. So in particular, 5Z, which is what I'm going to use generally going forward, 5Z is a subgroup of Z, or as they say in the US, Z. Okay, so that's subgroups. In the next video, we'll talk about cosets, but at this point, what's important is, because we'll be using them, is that we recognize that Z is a group, or if you want to, we could put with addition, and this one could have addition as well. So this 5Z is a subgroup of Z. That's really what comes out of this going forward. Okay. Any questions on this particular video, let me know. Otherwise, any aspect of mathematics, just write below any of my videos or drop me an email. If I think I can help you, I will.